What is going on, everyone? Yvonne here. Now, let's be real for a second. Whenever you upload your contacts into HighLevel, most of them kind of look the same. And the more you scale, the harder it is to actually see what contacts are going to be good versus which ones not so much. But the question is, how do we actually see of who's interacted with our business versus who hasn't? And that's exactly where lead scoring within HighLevel comes in. And this feature is not actually pre-built into the platform itself, but there's a really easy workaround. And that's why in this guide, I'm going to walk you guys through exactly on what lead scoring is, how to actually assign points behind people opening up your emails, clicking on them, or actually booking appointments, and most importantly, on how to set it up within HighLevel and automate the entire process. That way, whenever you're working within HighLevel, nothing is going to slip through the cracks and you're going to have a whole view of your entire business. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Now, quick little thing, I am going to be sharing my screen here, so if you guys do want to follow along or even try out the application for yourself, feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And once you guys click on that link, super straightforward. All you got to do is press the 14-day free trial, enter in your company email, full name, email address, and phone number, enter in what plan you guys want to go with, either the start or the unlimited, your credit card information, press this little box, and you'll be ready to go. Alrighty, so we've just started our HighLevel account. So where do we go from here? Something you have to be cautious of is when it comes to HighLevel, there's going to be two sets of features. There are going to be agency features, and then there are going to be sub-account features. And those features are actually going to be used by the business to do their marketing. So that includes SMS marketing, email, content, the actual CRM, and reporting. So in order for us to actually create the lead scoring system, we do need to be inside of the sub-account features. And in order for us to get there, all we need to do is press on this top left corner here, click on a sub-account that's automatically created, and boom, we're going to be here. Now let's go ahead and go to settings, bottom left corner, scroll down and go to custom fields, click on folders, click on contact, and let's go ahead and press add field. Now here, when it comes to lead scoring, we do want to select a number option. And the reason why is because each contact is going to have their own number associated with them. So let's go ahead and press on number. Let's press next. Here, let's go ahead and press lead score. We're going to go ahead and group it under contacts. If you guys want, you could also have a placeholder, but it is going to be up to you. The object is going to be contact, and then go ahead and press save. Now, once you've done that, the lead score option is going to appear here at the bottom. And what we need to do is actually drag it to the top. So let's go ahead, just touch it and drag it all the way to the top. Alrighty, so we're going to be ready to go. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. Now the next step is going to be going to the automation tab. Now, when it comes to automations within HighLevel, they're pretty simple. For example, let's say somebody has opened up your email, and that X, Y, and Z can include sending another email, sending a text message, updating the CRM field, etc. And in this case, we are going to be focusing on updating the actual lead score value. And the reason why we want to do this is because we do not want to sit there and do this manually every single time. And in order for us to do this, let's go ahead and in the top right hand corner here, let's go ahead and press on create workflow. Now we have three different options here. We have start from scratch, select from a template, or company based workflow. Now for the tutorial purposes, because I really want you guys to understand this, let's go ahead and build one from scratch. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. So as you guys can see, we need that initial trigger. Now the trigger is going to be the part that's going to go ahead and get the whole reaction started. So here's an example for you. Let's say somebody has actually opened up one of our emails. What does that mean to us? Now, usually whenever someone has actually interacted with your emails, right? Let's say they've opened them 5, 6, 7 times. That's usually a good sign. That usually means that they are going to be interested. But the thing is, we don't want to just sit there and manually count how many times have they actually opened up our email. And on top of that, we definitely do not want to be updating the lead score value manually. And that's exactly where systems are there for us. So for that initial trigger, let's go ahead and press on it. Go ahead and press email. It's going to show email events. Now for the email events, let's go ahead and press add filters. Now the filter we're going to select is going to be an event. And in this case, let's go ahead and select open. Now you can actually specify which emails are going to be open. Let's go ahead and keep this general for now. Now here's the goal here. Every single time someone actually opens up your email, then the lead score value is going to be automatically updated. So how do we actually make this happen? Now, currently, we do have a trigger that if the email has been opened, then X is going to occur. So where do we go from here? Now, if I were you, I would also add a quick little wait step because it is going to be more accurate when it comes to your math operations. And for the waiting step, let's go ahead ahead and make it 3 minutes. So let's save action. And now here's the fun part. Let's go ahead and press the plus button, click on math operation, select the field that we've actually just created. So that's going to be custom field, and we got lead score. Now, every single time, and again, you guys can customize this however you would like. Every single time someone actually opens up your email, we're going to go ahead and add a point. So let's go ahead and have add, and then it's going to be a +1, and it's going to update the field. So let's make sure you have lead score here, and let's save the action. So now automatically every single time a contact actually opens up an email, then the lead score option is going to be updated. And before you guys publish this and actually launch it, I would also make sure to actually go to settings and make sure that you have the allow multiple opportunity feature to be on, because you don't want this workflow to only be run once. And same thing applies for allow re-entry. Make sure you have that on as well. So you guys are going to be good to go. And before you launch it, make sure to actually test the workflow. And that way you will know that it's going to be operationally functional. So go ahead and press publish, and you'll be ready to rock and roll. Now let's go ahead and leave the workflows for a second. Now, if you guys go to contacts and press on add contact, you can actually see how this looks like in action. So if we go ahead and click on my name, so Ivan Borzenka on the contact, you can actually see the lead score is going to be here up top. Now, the reason why lead scoring is important is because we want to be reaching out to folks that are going to be the hottest leads. So once we have a lot of contacts in here, we can go ahead and actually filter by specific lead score of what we're looking for. So here's an example for you. If you're trying to find the hottest leads, you can go ahead and have a filter on lead score over 5, and those are the folks that you're going to target first. And that way, for all of your hottest opportunities, you're actually going to get to them on time. Now, the thing is, you probably don't want this workflow to only work for opened emails. And in order for us to do this on multiple different things, let's go ahead and go back to automations. Let's duplicate the workflow that we've created. And this is where the naming becomes really important, because whenever you have multiple workflows, you don't want to get lost in the weeds. So let's go ahead and name it clicked email. Let's create it. And if you guys go to it, it's currently the exact same workflow. But the thing is, we can modify it without starting from scratch. So under the email features, let's go ahead and change the open option to clicked. And this way, whenever someone has clicked on your email, then a certain number of points is going to be added. Now, this is probably going to be worth more than just opening up your email. So let's go ahead and have it be at 3 points. Let's save the action, and boom. So now every single time someone actually clicks on your email, then it's going to be automatically updated. And we can just keep running this over and over with different triggers. And here, let me show you an example. If we go ahead and press on add new trigger, if we scroll down, there's going to be a ton of them. So ranging from filling out a form to actually booking an appointment, there's going to be a ton of them out there. So I would just play around with them to actually see what fits your business. And the more workflows you have, the more accurate your data is going to be, and the more precise you can be with your operation. And there you folks have it. As you guys saw, when it comes to lead scoring within HighLevel, it is going to be pretty straightforward. You don't need to be technical, you don't need to know how to code, and you definitely can do this in under 20 minutes. And if I was in your guys' shoes, I would definitely recommend this, because you do not want to be in a situation where a very good lead slips through the cracks. As I mentioned before, if you guys do want to try out the platform completely for free, feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, as it tremendously helps support the channel. Till next time, peace.